Hey guys, Melissa here to do a timeless whatever. No, we are doing a love reading. We are doing a love reading for all signs. We are going to start on the sign of Scorpio. Happy birthday, gorgeous. And we will go through until we get all the way into Libra. You guys, I can't say it, but I know what I mean. Hey, J-Dubs. So let me just make sure that we are live and that we have volume and everything. And then also I'm gonna let you know a little more about myself, but I'd hate to do all that before I go. I know what's happening around here. Okay, honey. Okay, we have volume. Okay, so hi, I'm Melissa, going to be your tarot card reader for the day. They also call me the Taropist, the original, let's call myself. And let's get into anything you need to know about myself, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm running behind, but you guys don't need to deal with the whatever the consequences of my lateness. Okay. But I got some fuzzies here and they're freaking me out. Everything's freaking me out, but that's okay. We're going to get after your love life. Okay. Anything you need to know about me, you can find in the about section of my channel, the description box below, or of course the community tab, as well as my website, which is www.thetaropist.com. That is where you will book personal readings as well. You guys, make sure you stick around from front to back here on this whole entire reading and listen to all of your placements and everyone you know's placements. Okay? No problem, right? Shouldn't be a problem. I'm just kidding. I love you so much. But let's get after your love lives. Let's just get a little Palo Santo in here. Clear the room from any negativity that may be a brewing, whether it be mine or anybody else's. Okay? We all got negativity. We all have it. It's impossible to not, but let's not bring it to the stage today. Okay, it's weird shit coming through, guys. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting day for sure, but let's get after your love life. So we're going to start out with these romance angels here. We'll get an overall vibe. So I'm sorry, you guys. Let me get you the banners so you know what sign I'm on. You will be able to check out what sign I'm on by the banners that will appear on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, I think. We can get to them. Okay, so this is the sign that we're on. Happy birthday, you sexy motherfucker, Scorpio. Let's get some romance angels to get an overall vibe or feeling of the connection that you have in mind. This can be anybody, by the way, and this can be any placement of yours and any placement of theirs. If this story seems to fit for you, you just keep that shit. Put it in your pocket, okay? It's yours. Hey, Katie Capricorn. Hi, honey. Okay. All right, Scorpio. I'll probably try to timestamp it, I don't know, somewhere around here, okay? Do you believe in love after? I feel like Cher is in the house, okay? Or somebody that does Cher performances. I'm feeling very Cher-ish, okay? Finances and career, release your ex. Okay. So financial issues are a factor in your love life right now, and the time has come to clear your energy. I'm getting an interesting message on this already, Scorpio, and this could be you or the other person, or don't get offended. This is just if it doesn't resonate for you, check out all your placements, because it is, I'm going through all the signs here, and it's not possible that it's going to resonate for every Scorpio sun or whatever. So make sure you're checking all of your placements if this doesn't resonate for you and things like that, or even if it does. Finances and career, I'm getting a need to, I feel like we are in a situation that we are staying in for financial convenience, okay? This isn't to be judged. It's terrifying out there without a partner, believe me, okay? Without a counterpart, some sort of bill helper. But I do feel like there's a situation that you're not in love with somebody and you're with somebody, or it could be vice versa, but that's what's coming through at this time. We got the Page of Cups here. Okay, so it says release your ex, but I'm getting like maybe you're living with your ex, okay? It's a weird message, and I that might not be for everybody. Stick around. We might get more to the story, okay? And stuff like that. It's so interesting. Oh, honey, thank you. Thank you so much. So we're going to get their energy. Your energy is okay, so it could be dealing with a Libra. We got the Justice card. I feel like this is talking about this. I feel like you have real love and there's a need to release an ex. I'm sorry that I'm getting this, but I feel like there's something like that's you're holding on to an ex because they give you money when you want it. Okay. You might not live with this person, by the way. They might pay your bills. I'm not judging. Okay. But I do feel like it's saying here that while you're with this situation, I don't think you're with this person. While you're accepting benefits from this person, the divine isn't going to send in the one. And I feel like the one is on the way. Okay. 7 of Pentacles here, the Fool card. Whew. Yeah, I'm just getting that there is a need to really know your value. You're not, I can't really get the message on this because I don't really know how for you to detach from a situation where somebody's paying your bills if you don't have another way to pay your bills. But I am getting here that you do have good love, like the best kind of love out there, something that is really going to match your energy. But it is asking that you stop allowing somebody that is not for you to invest in you. Okay. I don't know what, and that doesn't even have to be financially, but I am getting financially. There's a real need for you to invest in yourself. And I feel like this person isn't even as capable of as kind of like, how do I say this? Like an entrepreneur. I feel like you're both kind of like do your own thing, entrepreneurs. I don't think you have a job, and I'm not saying you don't work. I think you work your ass off, but I feel like it's saying here that you can depend and rely on yourself and your own talents and skills, and that you no longer need to rely on this person. I feel like you don't like relying on this person, but I feel like you've gotten yourself into a situation, and I'm sorry, this is so specific, but where you feel like you really can't live without the benefits that they're providing at this time, whatever they may be, whatever energy they're providing you with. But I feel like it's finances for a lot of you. There's a need to really release this person and their benefits for their sake and for your own, but because we shouldn't be using people for things when we know they're hoping for something more from us. Okay. I love you so much. And I'm not trying to be anybody's mom here, but I do feel like you have a really good amount of success coming your way in every department as soon as you can let this person go. Okay. I feel like nothing's coming in for you fully at this time, including true love and your own business, your own, like, I don't feel like you're having the type of success that you're built to have, which I think is very good success because you're holding on to, it's almost like I'm getting the 4 of Pentacles, which I don't see here, but I'm getting this holding on to these resources from this person that you don't want anything else from. And you're not willing to give them what they're hoping for either. And I'm getting like, so the 4 of Pentacles for me, and then that really leads to the 5 of Pentacles, where we end up feeling left out in the cold, or like nothing's happening for us or coming in for us. And it's really because we're holding so tightly to something that's actually blocking all of our blessings. So however you want to take that energy, I do feel like it's time to take kind of a leap of faith, really trust the divine to bring in your own resources and not rely on others or anyone else or something like that at this time for any type of energy. Just knowing your value, knowing that you have all the energy you need, you have everything that you need and everything that it takes to succeed in this lifetime. And I feel like you're going to fly past whomever it is that you're actually kind of relying on for some sort of resource at the time. I hope that makes sense for you. I love you so much. If not, do stick around and check out the rest of the reading. Okay. Thank you so much. We are going to move right along here to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, my name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. We are going to nab you some of these romance angels cards here, and then we're going to get you some tarot. We'll check into your energy, the person that you have on that beautiful mind of yours energy, and then a potential outcome between the two of you. Okay, let's get after it. Says here, you deserve love. I get this for you a lot. That's an interesting thing that went down just now. Weird. You guys, hold on. I get this on you a lot, which is so strange to me because I get what it's saying. So I'm always like, you don't know that you deserve love. You're Sagittarius, but first of all, look at it's holding the fucking archery thing like a Sagittarius, like the Sagittarius archer, and then it says here heart to heart conversations. Yeah, so it says. I was channeling something here for you, but I don't think you don't know that it's like, not that you have a low self-esteem. It's just that you think the way love works or needs to work because you're so tough is not like very loving. You deserve to be in a loving connection that's actually loving and mutual. Okay. That's what I'm getting here, but we're going to get some tarot on it. We're actually going to use these light seers tarot because I forgot we weren't going to be clarifying, and I really love these light seers. Okay, guys, let's see what we got rocking for you. So the Ace of Swords, I hate when I do that. The Ace of Swords in your energy, I do like the sound of this. There's a real need to be honest with yourself about something here, okay? Is what I'm getting off of the Ace of Swords. I feel like something, the Wheel of Fortune in this person's energy, I like that energy as well. You deserve love, heart conversations. There's a need for you to be honest with yourself and this person about how you feel is what I'm getting here. Three of Wands, I don't feel like it's in yet, but I feel like it's waiting on your communication at this time. And it's asking you to be transparent with your communication with the Ace of Swords in your energy. The Judgment card could be somebody from your past, by the way. Could be a Virgo, a Scorpio, any fixed sign at this time. Could be any sign, of course. But I'm getting here that we're waiting on your kind of putting your guard down or really being more willing to be transparent or vulnerable in a situation where I feel like you need to be the tough guy, male, female, or non-binary. It's just mentioning here that you deserve love and heart conversations are needed. I'm getting like transparent communication about how you feel about somebody. I feel like you feel stupid. I get this on you a lot. Feel like you feel stupid sharing your feelings with somebody. And I feel like you're not going to be able to enter into a true deep loving connection without being forthcoming about your feelings. I also feel like you settled for, or you have settled for relationships that, because you're unwilling to be vulnerable, you settle for relationships where they don't require that kind of love. Okay, real love. So I feel like you're also settling for people who don't deserve you whatsoever. Okay, that's what I'm getting right now. I hope that makes sense. I feel like you do have good love and all your blessings on the way, on the horizon through this at the end of this awakening. This awakening is really about shedding that facade or that need to be tough. While we can be the toughest motherfucker in the world, that's not what we bring to the table in the love department. And it's really just as we grow, we realize that being tough is actually a very strong sign that we're weak or insecure. So there's a need to be willing to be vulnerable in a situation so that you can prove to this person that you're strong enough to be honest about your feelings for them. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you. Interesting stuff, you guys. I love you so much, and we're moving right along here to Capricorn. Capricorn, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa. We're going to get you some of these Romance Angels cards, and then we will get you some tarot as well. We'll check out your energy, the person that you have in mind's energy, as well as a potential outcome and an overarching energy. Let's get after it. We got, this could be the one, Capricorn. I like the sound of this, and love yourself first. Okay, so it's like there's some things that we're going to need to do here to kind of get to this person that we have maybe even already have in mind. And it's going to require us to do some things that maybe don't seem very exciting or fun, but they do nurture us and care for us like a mother would. Okay, is what I'm getting right now. So you in your own energy, the Queen of Pentacles, and I do love her. She is about being in your own skin and really loving yourself and nurturing yourself and coming from your authentic space, knowing that your authentic space is worthy of being in this lifetime. Okay. So how we honor ourselves is just by being us and knowing that us is good enough. I don't know who we're going to need to walk away from here. I don't know what's going on. Maybe somebody in your life is not being forthcoming about their feelings and leaving you out in the cold right now. I don't like this connection. And it says here, this could be the one. I really don't think they're talking about the person you have in mind, but I do feel like you do have the one on the way. Love yourself first. It's about walking away from a test to get to the best. Okay. So there's a strong need for you to set a boundary here. Somebody isn't pouring into you. I feel like they're being sneaky. I'm not saying they're lying, cheating, and stealing, because I think that's a little overused, but I am going to say that they're not being forthcoming with you about something. It might be their feelings, but I don't think so. I just don't think this is the right connection. I'm getting there's a strong need to really release whatever connection this is and put up some boundaries here and not let anybody cross them so that the divine can send you the right one. See, when we don't have a boundary and stick to it, anybody can kind of come into our energy field. And then we end up with, people that don't deserve our love, time, and attention, the wrong ones. So when we have these boundaries up, then only the people that are meant to be in our lives can really come into our lives. Okay. That's what I'm getting right now. But I do feel like you're working on, I feel like you're doing that right now. I do feel like, I don't know if you've cut this person off, but I do feel like you know who I'm talking about. I know you feel like somebody hasn't really been very forthcoming about how they feel about you. And the divine is like, that is enough. Like, this is how we love ourselves. By that being enough communication, like the lack of communication being enough and enough for you to walk away because you know you deserve somebody who has balls enough to communicate with you clearly about how they feel about you. And again, I think they do like you. I don't think they're the one for you anyways. And so I think that they're just, the divine is testing you to see if you'll walk away from somebody you feel a pretty strong connection to or some sort of attraction to. because you deserve to have all the best things in life and people that pour into you the way that you pour into them, and mutual connections and things like reciprocity and things like that in this lifetime. So this seems like a little bit of a test. This could be the one. I feel like you've already met the person that actually is for you, by the way, but I feel like there's a need for you to release somebody that is not for you, and I think is pretty clearly not for you. It hasn't. How we know if they're for us is it's not working out. Okay. So I do feel like there's somebody to release so that you can, I feel like you've kind of already met the person that I feel like you've gotten a little like, wow, that's a new feeling, a different feeling from what I'm used to feeling, something like that. I feel like this person is clearly interested. If you haven't met the new person yet, by the way, I don't think you're in a relationship with the other person, by the way, the old person. I just think you need to release somebody who is clearly not giving you what you deserve or not, even communicating back or anything like that. But the new person, if you haven't met them yet, I feel like it's going to be very clear what it feels like to be respected and valued by somebody rather than gawked after and desired. Okay. That's what I'm getting right now. I love you so much. Moving right along to Aquarius. Aquarius, my name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader here for the next few moments or so. We are going to get you some romance angels cards as well as some tarot. We're going to look into your energy, the person that you have in mind's energy, as well as a potential outcome and an overarching energy. So we'll just get some romance angels to check out the overall vibe of this connection that we're speaking about, and then we'll move forward into the tarot. So buckle up is what I'm saying here, Aqua. We got keep an open mind. I always like that one. It's cute. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I also get on that one that there could be differences, like keep an open mind, because apparently there are some shallow third dimensional people left in this world that like see, either religious differences or racial differences or, national or whatever cultural differences as an issue. Pay attention to the red flags. We're going to get more here. Keep an open mind and pay attention to the red flags. It's a very weird message coming through. We're going to get some tarot on it, but it's almost like I'm watching you kind of go for somebody who's showing you some clear signs of a red flag or showing you clear red flags because they match what you think is like they check all the boxes and they check all the boxes. That's it. Like they check all the boxes, but they're not treating you the way that you deserve to be treated. Or there's definitely something off here. And I get that. Wow, is this like the same as the Capricorn reading? This is weird. Hierophant. I get that there's somebody here in your vicinity that you've written off because of some difference. It doesn't have, it could be age difference. It could be a cultural difference, a racial difference, some sort of difference you've had. It's not like you wouldn't, I don't think you're closed-minded. I think you think it's just not a likely match or something like that. Okay. But I do feel like you know who this person is. And I do feel like you're holding on to somebody or you're hoping for somebody that checks all the boxes, but they don't give you any fucking thing. This is real. People literally are going off of lists. I can't say it. Instead of the way somebody makes them feel. There's a real strong need here for you to stop going after off of a list, off of your checklist, and start going off of the way somebody is treating you and making you feel. Okay, is what I'm getting here right now. And I do feel like you have total wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups here again at the needing to kind of release somebody who I feel like you're fighting the release of because they seemed. I'm watching like this cheesy Christmas movie, like the prince and the princess, or this beautiful couple, you and this person that you want or checks all the boxes, but you've got somebody who literally treats you like a princess or a prince or whatever in your vicinity as well, that you're kind of overlooking because you don't think they match the criteria or something like that. I don't think they're ugly by any means. In fact, I think you would be attracted to them if you were less interested or less focused on the wrong person here at this time. Okay. A strong need to release that, but I do feel like you have somebody that could really you could end up marrying in your energy as well. Kind of almost getting the vibe of you've put them in the friend zone because you just don't think it's like a romantic match. You're going to be attracted to the right person, by the way. So I never recommend going and dating a friend because they're nice to you. If you don't feel physically attracted to them, that's just not going to be a fun relationship to be in. And it's also not going to be the right relationship. The person you're meant to be with in a romantic relationship, you will be very sexually attracted to, regardless of their physical looks. So there's that, and that's what's going on here. Hey, Jack Mac. Aquarius, I love you so much. So there's a need to release somebody. You're going to know if this is for you. Oh my God, there's a bunny running you guys right through the fucking snow. And it's so beautiful over here right now. The snow is gorgeous. It's freezing, but it's beautiful. Anyhow, so Aquarius, I love you so much. So I think you know who you need to release. And I think you'll be super shocked when you release something that you think your ego wants really bad. You'll be super shocked when the divine gifts you with something that made you feel way better than the thing that your ego made you feel. Okay, way better is what I'm getting here. So I love you so much, and we're moving right along here to Pisces. Pisces, hey there, beautiful. My name's Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader here for the next few moments or so. We are going to get you some. What are these called, guys? Romance angels. Like 30 different oracle decks went through my head. There are moonology. I could not get there. Fairies and angels, but the romance angels is what this is. And it says attraction here, Pisces. So it says you attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. This moment fully, okay? Really doing what you love. People can tell when you're doing what you love. It's not like they literally watch your every fucking move, but the way, the energy you exude when you're doing the things that you love without needing permission from everybody around you to do those things. And I'm never meaning the things that you actually love will never be hurting other human beings, okay? Ever. It's just never going to be what people actually love. Now, people's egos, wounded, damaged, whatever egos will hurt people for pleasure in a sick, kind of demented way. But what you actually love, which is what I'm always talking about, will never entail hurting other human beings, okay? And I don't know why I felt the need to say that right now, but I did. So there's that. And so when you are doing what you actually love, what your soul is calling you to, and sometimes it doesn't seem as exciting, by the way, as what your ego loves, like going out to the bar, getting wasted, hitting on everybody and taking everybody home. That's not love. That's not what you love. That's what you are trying to fill your insecurities and voids with. Okay. And I'm not talking about you necessarily. I'm talking to everybody about this. But what you actually love is what you do, again, that you don't need anything to, the reason why people end up drinking and things like this is because they're afraid to go do the things they love sober. Okay. Whatever that is for you. Because sometimes it's weird. It doesn't match up with what everybody else is doing. The Joneses don't do it. So why the fuck should I? There's a need for you to, there's something so fucking sexy about a motherfucker who's willing to go do what they love, even though everybody else thinks it's weird as fuck. Because it's so powerful. It's just so sexy to be able to be that kind of person who does not give any fucks. Okay. That's what I'm getting right now. Attraction. So there's a need for you to not give any fucks and do what the fuck you want to do. And I can't stop cussing today. Something ain't right. What's going on astrologically, guys? Hey, Patricia. So your other card you got here is children. It says your love life is being affected by children. Okay, so that energy that I was getting, I don't think it is being affected by children. It could be. There's that story for some of you. I'm not going to go further into it because what's coming through about this is that there is a need to be more childlike or more, really to represent your inner child or your spirit or whatever you would like to call this. That youthful spirit in all of us, it is our spirit. And it isn't supposed to stop at childhood age, but we start to put on this egotistical facade. And there's a strong need for you to do whatever it is you love doing. It doesn't have to be go skip along the fucking rainbow or go swing on a swing set. But whatever it is, it's needing you to really express your inner world externally. And that will attract everything and everyone that's actually aligned with you. Okay? That's what I'm getting right now. Interesting stuff. Wow, I'm not going to take all that. I'm going to take this one. Yeah, okay. Attraction. Somebody's walking away. Here, let me get more. Wheel of Fortune. I feel like because you're not, what's the right word? You're not being playful enough with this person, or you're not being authentic enough with this person. You can switch the roles, by the way, if this isn't, if this sounds more like your person, you can always, if you're cross-watching, whatever it is, you can always switch the roles. I don't really care which person you are in this scenario, but I do get that person A is really unwilling to be vulnerable. And I feel like person B is walking away from this connection because there's just like literally no love. Two people, maybe, I feel like it's you, to be honest, just unwilling to tap into their childlike or their inner child or their ability to feel joy, their sacral chakra energy, just so guarded and frigid and rigid that they can't even feel like Like this person will tell a joke and you can't laugh at it, or like, because you're so worried. I'm getting a very worried energy. And again, I love you. I'm not judging. I've been there. I know this experience so well. There's been many years where I'm like, oh, I'm so worried about everything that I can't even play a game with my children. Like, sometimes I would be able to play a game with my children and kind of numb my way. I'm still in so much pain. Sometimes I'm so fucking worried about what's coming, or if it's coming, or if I'm going to be able to pay my bills, or what, that I can't even play a game with my children. So there's a real strong need in this area or energy. And I feel like there's something you're worrying about. I don't think you have anything to worry about, by the way. I think you're successful, but I'm getting that you're worrying about something, or just maybe even looking silly or goofy, or there's a real strong need for you to get comfortable with your inner child, or your inner child, but that's not what it's called, is it? Whatever it is, there's a really strong need for you to connect with your sacral chakra, your joy energy. Okay. And if there's something that needs to be healed on the extra, something that needs to be healed, cry it out, write it out, whatever it is, however you release pain or trauma from your core. I'm not getting that there's a lot of pain or trauma, just a fear of being laughed at, or fear of being vulnerable, or fear of enjoying life. I don't know if maybe there is some trauma from like childhood. Maybe you got yelled at for being a kid when you were a kid, which is fucking crazy, but it literally happens all day long. Kids get shamed at school for being kids all day long. Okay. Terrible, terrifying. I don't even understand it. But I do think that's coming to an end. And I do feel like that kind of energy, like there was a time when you were literally actually a child. You should have been able to be a child, that you kind of got shamed for enjoying life. So you're afraid to just enjoy, but there's a really strong need to let that weight down, that guard down, and really enjoy. I feel like this person walked away, and I don't know if they're coming back, but I don't think you'll end up in any kind of a love connection if you can't just feel joy. So there's a strong need to try to figure out what things bring real joy, authentic joy to your soul, and go do those things and fill your life up with those things as much as you can. Okay. Hey, honey. Hey, Andrea. And we're moving right along here to to Aries. Aries, my name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader here for the next few moments or so. We're going to start out with these romance angels, and then we will move into the tarot as well and get your energy, the person that you have in mind's energy, as well as a potential outcome and an overarching energy. So we have pay attention to the red flags and soulmates. There's an interesting message, eh? Yes, this is your soulmate, and the signs are cautioning you. Okay. Page of Swords. They kind of look the same in this deck. Okay. I'm not going to lie about it. Page of Swords in your energy, the red flags, the signs are cautioning you. All right. I don't know. I feel like you got your eye on your soulmate, but let me get more. The signs are cautioning you. I got to figure this. There got to be more to this puzzle. I feel like it's a good connection. Okay. With the Empress as your potential outcome. The Two of Pentacles, I get it's saying there's somebody I feel like it might be you being indecisive, even though they have the Two of Wands. I feel like they've taken action towards you, and I feel like you haven't been, pay attention to the red flags. Yeah, there's more. I got to get more, because there's more of a message here that I'm not able to get. I can feel that, but I'm going to clarify the Two of Wands. I'm almost getting an energy of, there's like I can't spell this energy out. I'm just getting it as energy, but it's kind of like be weary of or cautious around people who are too good at communicating their feelings. I am always pressing that we be vulnerable. Okay. I'm getting a strong energy of somebody being all talk. Okay. It's really easy for somebody who isn't telling the truth to tell you what you want to hear. And it is a little more, you'll be able, that's what I'm getting. There's somebody that is like overselling this, that they like you. Okay. It's like, okay, that's a little weird. Like somebody who really felt that way about me wouldn't be so comfortable. There would be some resistance here. There would be some discomfort. I'm getting that, but I do feel like you have a good connection here as well. That really is, so it's kind of asking you to choose with your heart. I feel like one of them's too good to be true, but I feel like they look like on the surface, like they're the better option. I think this story came through. I don't think I need another card here. That's what's coming through. I feel like you have an option between two people with this as your overarching energy. I feel like one of them could lead to marriage, and I do feel like one of them is selling wolf tickets. So I feel like there's a strong need. I feel like you already kind of know what I'm saying here. Whoever this is for, I feel like you already know one of them seems too good to be true, but it's like, ooh, but what if it is true? It's so motherfucking good, right? So there is a strong need here to know that, nope, I mean, use your discernment and your intuition, but I feel like you've already gone, what if this, I feel like you've already seen red flags is what I'm going to say to you. It's saying, pay attention to the red flags. Don't overlook a red flag because of the rest of the package. Because I also feel like you have somebody, a soulmate, either on the way or already in your vicinity that isn't, I feel like you're deciding between the two. And I feel like you are tempted to go with the one that seems to have the total package or above the total package. Again, too good to be true. They're being very like smooth with their words, and they're saying every right thing and the other person is a little nervous, and they might not be fucking saying everything very clearly. They might be fucking shit up a little bit. But it's like, because it's authentic, it's really coming from their heart, and they're scared to get hurt. The other person is like, you can tell there's no fear here, and there's a reason for that. There's something they're not being honest. Okay, that's all I got. I love you so much, and use your own discernment, but I feel like you're overlooking your own intuition at this time, and there's a real strong need to listen to that and the red flags that person has already shown you, and know that no matter how good the package is, which again I think they've wrapped it up and packed like false wrapping paper. Okay. But even if they didn't, no matter how good the package is, if there's a red flag, it's really important that we don't overlook that. Okay. Just because of the rest of the package. Interesting stuff. I love you so much. And we are moving right along here to Taurus. Taurus, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader here for the next few moments or so. We're going to get you some of these romance angels cards, and then we're going to move into the tarot and get you your energy, the person that you have in mind's energy, as well as a potential outcome and an overarching energy. I don't know why I feel like everything is going slow. Very weird energy all of a sudden. New love. I like the sound of this, Taur. And wedding. Sounds like it could lead to marriage. Okay. It says that there is a marriage involved in this. We're going to get more. I don't know if I need to hiccup or burp or what's happening, but I feel stuck all of a sudden. Okay. So let's find out what's going on here. New love and wedding. A new person has stirred your romantic interest, and the situation involves marriage. Okay, so I'm kind of getting that one of the two of you might be technically married, but I don't think with the other, it might be you, but we're going to get more. Okay, that doesn't have to be the case. This could be leading to marriage if this is, but I do feel like this is something that's been ongoing with the face or this is definitely your other half for sure here. But I do feel like maybe somebody is getting over let me just get more. Yeah, well, it's going to lead to marriage. I'm going to say that, but I also feel like it might be you trying to get over a marriage. Young, whatever this is, it's sexy as hell. Okay, you have sorry, Taurus. Like, wow. But did I call you Aries? Because it feels very hot. Okay, it feels very fiery. But you in your own energy and the outcome here, we got the King of Wands as your overarching energy, and then the Ace of Wands under that. It just feels real sexy. Okay, and I do feel like it's something that has been around. I don't think you've been in a relationship with this person. If I'm not going to lie to you, I do feel like one or the both of you have had karmic connections, even marriages that you're, I don't think you're in currently, but are still kind of working on processing and getting through the end of. But I do feel like it's saying here that this will lead to marriage, and again, is a very attractive connection. And I feel like it's saying here that your patience is going to pay off in the end here. They got the Two of Cups, you got the Strength card. Could be a Leo, another Taurus, or Leo is very strong, by the way. And that's all I have here, but it does feel like a very sexy connection that is going to require that we just kind of let the universal timing work for us, not against us. And it sounds flamey as soon as you get into it. Okay, moving right along. Feels weird that I can't kind of spit out the message there, but it just feels very sexy and very attractive. But it does say like that. I almost feel like you're being tested on, like there's a strong desire to jump into this connection before the time is right or before it's ripe, and just I feel like you're being patient anyways. So good for you, because I do feel like it's not easy to keep your hands off this person at this time. Or whomever, whenever you run into them. I feel like it won't be easy, but I do feel like you will pass that test. And we're moving right along here to the hi girl in California. You're welcome, honey. I'm just trying to think of what I said. I never know what I say. Sometimes I have to go back and watch, like even my own sign, you guys. Sometimes I'm like, because I'll be like, oh hell no, this is for me. This one's for me. Even when it's not my sign, I'll get that, feel that way in a reading. And so I'll have to go back and like put on my receptive, energy because otherwise it just flows through me and I literally forget what I said, who I said it to. A lot of times, even afterwards, I'm like, wow, it really sounds like I was talking to somebody specifically and I wasn't. And I didn't notice that until it was later. I can't explain what I'm saying, but the messages, I'm never like purposely shooting out messages at certain people. They just come through. And every once in a while, I don't know why I feel like explaining this. I will be like, oh God, is this for blah, blah, blah? But usually I just don't even notice until later. And so Gemini, hi, honey. My name is Melissa. Going to be her tarot card reader. We're going to hopefully timestamp it right here. We're going to get you some romance angels cards as well as some tarot just to check into your little love life here. See what the divine has for you. We got heart-to-heart conversations and children. Okay. I feel like somebody else just had this, so I feel like that could be somebody you're in a connection with. I don't know. It's interesting. Hanged Man in your energy here. I do feel like you are doing some introspection at this time. I don't feel like you're doing much communicating with somebody that you need to communicate with, kind of, is what I'm getting here with the heart-to-heart conversations. The Emperor, it did come out in the reverse here, but I'm gonna keep it in the upright, and we'll just kind of keep that in mind. It could be somebody kind of giving away their power instead of taking their power back. But we will see what goes on in the outcome and then the overarching energy here for me to get the whole story. The whole story usually channels through me anyways, and if it is meant to be in the reverse, it'll just kind of come through in the message. 10 of Wands, yeah. So, this feels like a really strong connection. I'm going to say that. It does feel like true love. But I do feel like there is an energy of you not communicating with somebody that you love them or that you, and I am kind of getting that they've really taken control of their life. So I do feel like this is meant to be in the upright. I'm getting they've taken control of their life and maybe walked away from this connection because they weren't getting the communication from you that they deserved. I am not sure if you were actually in a relationship, but I do feel like they have actually kind of taken their power back and walked away. Okay. Again, I don't know if it's like a connection that they've been waiting on, and you just weren't being willing to be forthcoming or vulnerable with this person. I do feel like there's a strong need for you to do that, but I also feel like there was a strong need for you to get a higher perspective on this connection so that you knew. I just feel like you weren't convinced at that point that this was true love or that there is such a thing as true love is what I'm even getting. So I felt like you needed to actually, you could have children with this person, or maybe you have children and that's why you needed to take some space. Or maybe they do. In either case, I feel like you've gained a higher perspective here. And I do feel like it's saying now is the time to communicate. I feel like it's your other half. So this isn't, I'm not talking to you if you're dealing with somebody that you is just kind of a fling, or you do whatever you want. I don't really care what you do, but the connection that I'm talking about, the lovers connection, is really, and with the Ace of Cups, the lovers card, there is, could be an Aquarius, by the way, or a Gemini, another Gemini, or an Aries, or a Pisces that you're dealing with here. And then we do have the Six of Wands under that, victory. Okay. But I do feel like the victory is at you kind of really risking it all, being vulnerable, communicating clearly about your feelings with somebody who deserves to hear about this. Again, I feel like somebody walked away. I feel like I got this on you not that long ago, whereas almost like a situation, or I got this on somebody not that long ago, where you weren't able to communicate your feelings clearly, so they walked away. And then it like confirmed for you that you shouldn't have shared your feelings with this person, but it's actually not the way, it's not the case. The reason they walked away was because they didn't feel like you felt anything for them, and I just don't think it was time yet, but there is a need to be vulnerable and communicate clearly. If you do want this person, whoever I'm reading for does want this person, and it is their other half of their heart. Okay. I feel like there's a strong need to go at this from your heart and choose with your heart and not try to paint some sort of facade or something like that. They already think you're the coolest person in the world is what I'm getting here. So that's an interesting message, but I get that. So there's a need for you to show them your vulnerable side, your heart. Okay. I love you so much. Moving right along. And Cancer, Melissa is here. Melissa's here to save the day. I'm just kidding. I don't know why I can't speak. My name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader, and we're going to get you some of these romance angels cards, and then we're going to get you some tarot as well. Let's get after it. Reconciliation sounds terrible to me. I'm just kidding. Cancer, I'm a Cancer. Oh, there's not a human in the world, okay? Not a motherfucker in the world I'd reconcile with. You deserve love, okay? So you do seem to be interested in a reconciliation, Cancer. Nobody's put you on blast, but let's just see what's going on here. You deserve love, and someone from your past is returning to your life, and you are lovable. Okay, I'm getting a sense of a connection that was like a, I don't know what a false start means. I've heard people say that before, and that's what's coming through right now. But I'm getting more of like that you tried to start a connection with somebody, and both of you kind of, and we hit each other's defenses, is what I'm getting right now. Because you didn't believe that you deserved love, or you didn't love yourself. You didn't know how to love yourself, so you didn't feel like they could possibly love you. I feel like it got a little suffocating. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like you could have maybe suffocated the person, or vice versa. They could have done this to you, or you could have done it to each other if you were both not quite sure of yourselves at the time. Okay, could have been young, dumb, wild, and free. I don't know what's coming through. It's weird stuff. Yes, they sure do. And I know it's harder for an air sign to really be very vulnerable and forthcoming. And I'm sorry, Cancer, back to you in a moment. So I will send love and energy to the, because it's hard for all of us to be vulnerable. Right. But I will say my little air sign baby, she's a Libra, so different than Gemini or an Aquarius, but of all the air signs, I feel like a little softer, but boy, I feel like air signs can really get hurt when they get hurt. So I feel like that's kind of why they do keep it airy. But I'm not sure, and I'm going to move right along back over here to Cancer. I love you guys so much. I get so distracted. So wow, ouch. Are we? Yeah. So something that ended painfully, and again, I don't think it's because there was no love. In fact, I think it was the love of a lifetime. So I don't, this doesn't ring true for me here, Cancer. But what it is saying here is that there was a connection that you may have walked away from, or I don't know. It seems like they might have walked away from you because they were hitting your wall or your guard, something. I'm getting a lot of defenses. I feel like they've gone off to do a lot of to work on themselves. I'm getting actually that they were pretty stable in this connection originally. You can reverse the roles, of course, if you would like to. I don't, whichever energy fits for you. I'm not trying to be mean, but we are very emotional, or we can be hurt very easily. So we do keep our little shell. I'm getting your shell here. Some defensiveness, but I also think there was trauma that you maybe needed to heal from. So I think that they got a little bit of both of that, and ended up having to walk away. I feel like it was a really painful ending for both of you. Because I think that you both knew that this was true, or a real love connection. With the Empress as your overarching energy, this is, oh my God, you guys, shut the fuck up. Okay, the Emperor is under that. So it does feel like divine counterparts, but I do feel like you hit each other's walls. I feel like they hit your wall. I'm not going to lie to you. I do feel like you've done some healing. Or if you have not, because the Five of Wands is still there, I feel like it was just painting the picture of the past. But if there is still a need to fight the world, or this defense that comes up for you, trying to protect yourself from everyone, there is still something that needs to be healed in there. I'm not saying that everybody should walk around with their hearts wide open for the whole world to take advantage of by any means. But if you get defensive when people, like when I'm saying this right now, when I'm kind of talking to you about this stuff, if you're getting really triggered up, believe me, this is coming from experience. There is something that still hurts inside. So our triggers, why we have them, isn't usually our fault at all, but healing them is our responsibility. So there is a need to go in and figure out why people saying stuff still hurts, or why even I'm getting like even just trying to have a love connection. I feel like you kind of feel like you want to argue with people. So I almost get like self-sabotage, scaring people away so that you don't ever have to be vulnerable with them, is kind of the energy I'm getting. I do feel like you did that with somebody who is meant to be the love of your lifetime. Okay, could be an Aries here, a Virgo, a Libra, or a Taurus. Could be any sign, of course, but I do get that there's a strong need to really heal up or check in on a trigger that may, if you're healed, you don't have any triggers. Things doesn't mean nothing's going to upset you or sit wrong with you, but nothing will trigger you and get you amped up like that fight or flight mode, which is what I'm kind of getting here. So there's a strong need to honor yourself and heal that however you see fit to do that. Okay. A lot of writing and crying is how I do it. And also stepping out of comfort zones, honoring yourself, making boundaries. There's a lot of things, eating healthy foods, don't drink alcohol, don't do drugs. There's a lot of things that we can do to care for ourselves and heal from the trauma instead of trying to suppress it and fight it. Okay. And so really honoring ourselves and acknowledging the pain instead of running from it is how we heal it. Okay. I love you guys so much. And I'm moving right along here to Leo. Leo, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader here for the next few minutes or so. I'm going to get you some of these romance angels cards, and then we'll move into the tarot as well to check into your love life, whatever the divine has for you today. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. I past life relationship. Feels twin flamey with those two energies. I don't know. Let me just get more. Okay, we're going to get in the tarot here. Aw. I don't remember what I said to them, but I love you and thank you for that confirmation. We got the King of Cups here in your energy, Leo. Really love that. I do feel like you're handling this really well. Whatever this is, it does feel like a divine counterpart, okay? And I feel like you are in separation, but I feel like it's coming in, okay? I feel like union is almost here, is what I'm getting. Please, don't everybody take that to heart and run with it. If you haven't done the work and you're still feeling very triggered and wounded, and union comes in when you don't need it to, okay? When it's no longer a dying need. And this does feel like a strong destined connection. Yeah, twin flame, like twin flame. I'm not a huge believer in the names of these things because it's because people get so obsessed with titles that everybody, including people who are definitely not twin flames, are running around looking for their TF. And it's like, this is a very serious position. These divine counterparts, they're a very serious position. They've had to endure a lot of trauma, but they also have to endure a lot of hate from the world and a lot of, opposition from the world because they're here to literally change the minds of the masses. Okay. So I hesitate to speak on these particular kinds of connections because everybody gets so excited about them and they're not for everybody. There are people who are here again to really open up the minds and awaken the masses, and they will have a divine counterpart relationship or connection. I do get the sense that I almost feel like you're with the Seven of Cups as the overarching energy, like you could have even had a false twin. I feel like you know who your twin flame is or whatever this is, what kind of connection, this divine counterpart. I feel like you know who it is. I feel like you've done a lot of healing. I feel like you're not going, I feel like you're just sitting there and waiting on it to come in for you. And I feel like it's going to. I feel like union is here with the Four of Wands and the outcome. It's the minor arcana version of the World card. It's about a completion, something coming full circle about this phase, really moving into union is what I'm getting here. So I'd be very excited to hear about this type of a connection. It has like divine counterpart written all over it, twin flamey. So I'd love to hear your story in the comments below if that does sit with you and resonate for you. Could be an Aquarius or a Scorpio, any sign, of course, that you're dealing with here. And I am getting that there is a strong need to not take, with the Seven of Cups and the overarching energy, is to not settle for something that isn't for you at this time. I'm getting like that it's been a kind of a long separation. I don't feel like either of you are going to go for the bait. Okay. I don't know what that Seven of Cups is, but I feel like it's a good connection that's coming in to union. I love you so much. And we are moving right along. We are moving right along to Virgs. Did I skip somebody? No, I didn't. Virgo, my name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader here for the next few moments or so. We're going to get you some of these romance angels cards, and then we're going to get some tarot as well. Check on your energy, the person you have in mind's energy, and a potential outcome as well as an overarching energy. That's a lot of cards. I'm going to take them all. We got, what's that? Tons. Romantic feelings, new love, give a relationship a chance. Okay. I'm kind of getting Virgs. I just watched, it's really fucking cute, but it was like a little pouty, really adorable little lady, okay, that was like, no, I don't want to. It's really adorable. So I feel like somebody is turning up their nose at a true love connection here. I don't know what that might mean. Maybe it's them, because the Page of Cups in I almost feel like this energy of spoil me, Seymour. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's cute energy, but I love you. And I do feel like there is a need to be vulnerable with the Page of Cups in your energy with somebody. I'm getting let your feminine energy fly here, okay? I'm getting some powerful, magical man, okay? And I'm sorry, could be any gender. There is no gender in tarot, but somebody I'm talking to, there is like this, I'm getting like this, not like what are those? I don't know. It's nothing cheesy. It's like somebody that's truly like walks and the whole room shifts when they walk in the room. Like I'm watching them walk in, and yes, it's a huge, like strong, structured built man. They walk in the room, and then like they're walking, and everybody's head's just like, you know how a dog follows the treat? Everybody's all eyes on this person. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. But I'm getting the only person they want is you, and you're the one having a hard time being vulnerable with them. I am getting like your feminine energy is desired and needed in this connection. Okay, and right now, it's really cute. And then you get the Fool card as the overarching energy, the Emperor under that. I feel like you got your Emperor, and I feel like you're I feel like you've been a little snotty with them or something. This is what's coming through. It's kind of like playing hard to get. I feel like it worked, by the way. I feel like there's a need to transition from that energy into this now really letting them see your feminine. I feel like you've already got them. Okay. I don't know if you're in a relationship with them right now, but I am getting let your feminine energy shine, male or female. I don't really care who you are. There's a need to be vulnerable with this person if you really do want a love connection with them, and whoever I'm reading for definitely does. This is a true love connection that I feel like two people that are going to build and work on life together. But there is a strong need for you to kind of, again, I feel like your playing hard to get was needed, but it's no longer needed. And I feel like there's a need to transition into this really being loving and caring and nurturing and kind. That's what I'm getting right now. Moving right along here, guys. And yes, feminine energy now, honey. I love you so much. So it is hard when we are powerful creatures built to kind of build a life, passionate life full of purpose, to really allow that, that need for that strength down a little bit when the person that we're in love with, just to really be vulnerable with the person that we love. But it feeds them and it feeds us too. So there's a need to let yourself get pampered and cared for here, and let them take good care of you. Okay. Moving right along here to Libra. Libra, my name is Melissa, going to be your tarot card reader for the next few minutes here. We have the Romance Angels deck that we're going to get from Love Yourself First here, Libs. And then we're going to get some from the tarot as well. Okay, your energy, their energy, as well as an overarching energy and a potential outcome. Very soon in Love Yourself First, it's like as soon as we make some steps, I'm getting some boundaries needing to be set here. And this is a very strong need for everyone in the collective to make sure that we know what our boundaries are. Okay, that makes it really easy to stick to them. But if we don't even know what our boundaries are, we have no idea if motherfuckers are flopping right over them or not. So there's a strong need to know what you accept and what you do not accept, and then not accept the things that you do not accept. Okay, I felt like really lost in that last sentence there, but like just so unmeaningful. But this one came out first, so I'm going to take that. We got the High Priestess in your energy, Libra, feeling very psychic at this time. I'm even getting like empathic, and the Virgo could be dealing with a Virgo or a Cancerian here. We've got the Hermit card in the person that you have in mind's energy. 3 of Cups as the potential outcome. I don't hate it. And the Page of Cups as the overarching energy. I do love the Page of Cups and the overarching energy. Okay. The Page of Cups is about kind of like a very vulnerable or a very authentic kind of no ulterior motives kind of love that really has the like endless potential, limitless potential. Okay. I always get you on the Page of Cups. Of course, it doesn't represent you. It represents water, but I always feel Libran energy on the Page of Cups. Very artistic and very just free-spirited and very loving and lovely. Okay. Could be a friend here that we are dealing with. I'm going to clarify something. I don't really know why, but because I feel like there's nothing to say right now. Okay. And I need more. I need to know what to say. So we're going to clarify the 3 of Cups, because is this a friend that you're dealing with, or is this going to turn into friendship? Love yourself first and very soon. I feel like what it's saying here is that there might be somebody in your circle right now that is meant for you. I feel like they're very reserved at this time with the Hermit card and their energy, listening to their, I feel like you're both pretty reserved right now. I don't know if there's any more reserved than the High Priestess and the Hermit card, but I feel like you're both feeling reserved right now, and that's okay. Okay. Like we can be as reserved as we want to be. Some of us are just introverted people, but there is going to be a need to communicate on the 3rd dimension at some point with this person. I feel like there's something missing here, and I don't know what it is. And I'm going to clarify the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Wands. I think you're both just in the, maybe that love yourself first is this person. I feel like there's a need. I think you're both stepping into your power. Okay. Really coming into your own. This means literally being able to go out and be yourself without, like, unapologetically. And I feel like we're waiting on it to come in at this time. I feel like you know who it is. I know you're psychically connected like a motherfucker. 2 major arcana, the High Priestess and the Hermit card. And again, I do feel like it's the kind of love that makes you feel like a kid again. Okay. It's like literally, there's no the energy is so clean and clear. There's no ulterior motives. We're not trying to receive anything from each other but each other. It's really sweet. But I do feel like we're waiting on it to come in, and I feel like it's by one of you guys needing to set a boundary and stick to it. And we're passing tests here. The divine really doesn't want to send in. Now that we're kind of coming into more of an ascended space, we're all becoming ascended masters or whatever. There is a need for us to really, before we jump into connections, when we're coming into the love of a lifetime, not a karmic connection where we learn all kinds of shit. When we're coming into the connection where we get to enjoy all of the fruits of what we've learned in the past, there is a need for us to kind of like pass some tests to make sure that we're ready for those things. And that we'll know how to handle all of these blessings when they do come in. And I just feel like you guys are in this waiting period at this time. I do feel like for some of you, you know who this is. Some of you don't even know who this is at this time. Virgo, very strong here. Cancerian also here. Any sign, of course. I love you guys so much. Scorpio, happy birthday again, honey. I love you. And everybody, thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Thank you for all your love, support. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment in the comment section below. Listen to this video from front to back and twice on Tuesdays. We're going to get this fucking channel rocking here, whether the divine wants us to or not, okay? We're jumping over the fucking divine. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to wait for God to bring it in for us. Thank you. Thank you all so much. And I will see you guys very soon. I might do another reading at some point this evening. I'm not really sure what, but we'll figure it out. You guys can comment in the comment section below after this live what you'd like to see a reading on. Maybe just a collective love or maybe a live Q&A or something like that. You let me know what the people want and I'll give it to them. Okay? I love you so much and I'll see you guys very soon. Mwah.